Hi, I'm JD, and today what we're going to be doing is rationalizing the denominator. So if you would, pause the video and see if you can try to do both of these on your own. Alright, when you rationalize the denominator, what you want to do is you want to see what you have, right? You have 1 over square root of 2. So to remove it, you just simply multiply the numerator and the denominator by whatever this is. If it's a square root, you want to make a square. Remember, when you multiply these, they're going to end up underneath the radical. And when you have a square root, you want a pair, a 2 of a kind, or a square. So when you multiply these, 1 times square root of 2 is 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4. Then you simplify wherever you can. What's the square root of 2? Right, you can't do that. What's the square root of 4? 2. So your final answer is going to be square root of 2 over 2. And that's it. Now for this guy, it's a little tricky. Hopefully you know what a difference of squares is. If you can do that, then what you do, put parentheses around this, around the denominator, and then multiply the top and the bottom by the conjugate. The conjugate is simply whatever these numbers are with the opposite sign in between them. So if it's a minus sign, there's a plus sign in between them. So it's 2 plus square root of 5, and whatever you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator. So 2 plus square root of 5. Now, when you simplify this, it's 1 times this. So in the numerator, it's just 2 plus square root of 5. Right? And then in the denominator, you're going to have a difference of squares. If you don't know what that is, just simply take this and square both of them and put a minus sign in between. And you're allowed to do that because what's called difference of squares. I'm going to write that down. Alright, so it's going to be 2 squared, which is 4. And then you have the square root of 5 squared, which is, yes, it's just 5. Then you simplify that. So this in the denominator becomes a -1. Now, if you can simplify a -1, go ahead and do that. To do that, you simply multiply the top and the bottom by -1. So when you do that, your final answer is going to be -2 minus square root of 5. And that's how you rationalize a denominator.